Okay, this math puzzle took me like 20 hours to solve, and I'm really proud of it, so let's talk about it. We are arranging the numbers 1 to 32 in a circle, so the sum of every pair of adjacent numbers is a square number. So let's get to it. So I'm going to put my final answer on the border and all of my work on the inside. The numbers up top are the possible square numbers that two numbers can add to. So let's start with 32. A number plus 32 has to add to 36 and 49. So that means 32 has to be between 4 and 17. And I'm going to do the same thing with the numbers 31 down to 25. Then I looked at these outer numbers and wrote down what could possibly be next to them. Now over here, I noticed that I don't have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I wrote those numbers down and what numbers they could be next to. Now I noticed that we only have one option right here. So we have 5, 31, 18, 7, 7, 29, 20. 20 can't be next to 5 since we started with that, so 20 has to be next to 16. 16 has to be next to 9, and we have 9, 27, 22. Alright, so we have 10 numbers locked, and I erased those numbers over here. Now, there are a couple more strings we can make. Over here, we only have one option. 6, 30, 19, 17. 17 has to be next to 32, then 4. And also, I noticed that 2 has to be between 14 and 23. Now, this is significant because 23 has to be next to 26, then 10. So we have the sequence 10, 26, 23 to 14. And also, since 17 is sandwiched between these two numbers, that means 17 can't be here. So we also have the sequence 1, 8, 28, 21. Now, since 23 already has its partners, that means 13 has to be between 3 and 12. Now, let's take a look at the number 15. Its potential partners are 1, 10, and 21. But 1 and 21 are already in the same string, so they both can't be next to 15. That means 10 has to be next to 15. And since 10 is sandwiched, that means 6 has to be next to 3. So we can connect these two strings. Now, let's take a look at the number 12. 12 is already next to 13, but 12 can't be next to 4 since 4 is already over here. So that means 12 has to be next to 24. So we can do 11, 25, 24, 12, and the rest. Then let's take a look at the number 1. 1 is already next to 8, but 1 can't be next to 24 since 24 is already sandwiched. So that means 1 has to be next to 15. So we can connect these two chains. Alright, so we wrote all 32 numbers in these three chains. So let's take a look at 22. 22 can't be next to 3 anymore since 3 is sandwiched, so 22 has to be next to 14. So let's write all of this down over here. And 21 connects with 4, and 5 connects to 11. So let's write all of this over here. And we did it! We arranged the numbers 1 to 32 in a circle, or in a rectangle, where the sum of every pair of adjacent numbers is a square number.